Alright, welcome to another M12 Swiss Draft. So we've got Call to the Grave is our rare, Vampire Outcast, very good uncommon, Aether Adept, very good common. This is a deep pack, a lot of bloodthirst creatures, Swiftfoot, Boots. I think actually the best card in the pack would have to be between the Outcast or the Gorehorn Minotaur. And the question is, do I value the additional um, power and toughness, or do I value the lifelink more? And I think since this is such a aggressive set, um, I actually value the lifelink more. Both of these commit me to the color pretty hard, but I think that's okay. Vampire Outcast is a very powerful card. I'm okay with first picking that. Okay, so this pack has, well, the Gravedigger is the most likely pick just to keep us on color. Um, Other good cards, nothing really stands out as too good. Greater Basilisk is a good card, and Stampeding Rhinos is okay. I think the pick here is just the Gravedigger. Keep us in black. Alright. Um, well, let's see. The best picks for this pack are the uh, Chandra's Outrage, Gideon's Lawkeeper, and Ringflesh. Well, I have the Vampire Outcast already, so I've got good Bloodthirst potential. I think actually it's really between Chandra's Outrage and Gideon's Lawkeeper here. Ringflesh is okay. Um, I think these are significantly more powerful, and I'm not going to be hurting too bad if I'm not playing Ringflesh. I could just completely stay on color and pick the Ringflesh, but I feel like Chandra's Outrage is powerful enough, as is Gideon's Lawkeeper. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Outrage here, even though that is pretty color committing. Um, I'm fine with doing like a black-red Bloodthirst, or at least trying to do like a Bloodthirst deck. And if I was to do that, Stormblood Berserker is an absolutely great card. So I think that's actually the pick here as well. Okay, well, um, we've got some good cards for us here. Sorin's Thirst and Tormented Soul are both good cards. Tormented Soul helps for our Bloodthirst activation, but I think I'm actually going to pick the Sorin's Thirst here, pick up a little bit more removal. Um, it's really between those two, but I feel like Tormented Soul, Tormented Souls tend to come later than Sorin's Thirst, so I'm just going to get us some early removal. I like to pick my removal a little bit early, and actually I feel like that turned out to be the right pick, because now it's really between Goblin Fire Slinger and Blood Rage Vampire, and I actually feel like Fire Slinger is a more powerful card, and that'll get us some better Bloodthirst activation. So I'm going to pick the Fire Slinger here. Okay. Um, the picks here to keep us on color is really Dark Favor and Circle of Flame, and I wouldn't play either of these main deck. Dark Favor is okay on like a Tormented Soul, and it also works to kill phantasmal bears and stuff like that. I think actually I'm going to pick the Circle of Flame here. It's a fine sideboard card. Okay, I think the pick here is either it's between the Slaughter Cry and brink of disaster, and I think the Slaughter Cry is a more powerful card, so we'll take that. Oh wow, that is that's a very late Gorehorn Minotaur, and that's the pick here. The next one would be the Dusk Hunter Bat. Very late Gorehorn Minotaur. I'm very surprised. I guess that was a pretty good pack though, the one that we opened. Um, let's see. I haven't played Smallpox in limited. I can't imagine it being too good, but actually, we're gonna take the Greater Basilisk. I don't want to play against that. I'm not. I don't think that that card's that good. The Smallpox in limited. I think it's just a little bit too narrow. Um, we'll take the Fiery Hellhound here. Um, I think actually the Crumbling Colossus is fine. If we were to pick up a Fling or something, I could see that. I could see that being very, very good. And otherwise, he's a good blocker. We'll take the Jace's Erasure. Not that it really matters. So far after pack 1, we're okay. We have a couple pieces of removal, which is good. We're going to hide the Circle Flame too. I don't think I'm going to main deck that. Okay. Oh wow, okay. So I think the pick here is the Royal Assassin. He's a good card. Really makes your opponent question attacks. The other possible picks are the Fire Slinger, possibly Consume Spirit, Fling, Devouring Swarm, even Reassembling Skeleton to a certain extent. I think the Royal Assassin is just fine here, though. He's very good. We are starting to get a little bit double color heavy here, so this isn't a deck where I feel like I'm going to be able to splash easily if I'm given that option anyway. Let's see. I think the Gravedigger is just fine here. Getting a couple of them is cool. So we'll do that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Not really. Okay. I think actually the Arsonist is the pick here. Gives us some more Bloodthirst activation. It's really between that and Crimson Mage. You know, I haven't really played Crimson Mage, but I think it might actually be better than I give it credit for. But in a Bloodthirst deck, I don't think it's quite as good, because unless you have enough Fire Slingers to support that. I think the Arsonist is the pick here. I found him to be really good. Well, it's really between Tormented Soul, maybe these Goblin Warpaint, Dark Favor, Lightning Elemental. It's really the Tormented Soul is the most powerful card in this pack, so I'm gonna take that. We're really looking for some more removal at this point. I could go with the Scepter of Empire. It's really between that and the Act of Treason. And, you know, I haven't gotten a chance to play the Scepter a lot. I feel like having 3 1-drop is pretty good Bloodthirst activation. I'm probably going to see more. So I think actually Act of Treason is the pick here. Let's see. We don't have a lot of high end, so it's really between the Bloodseeker and the Zombie Goliath. And I guess we don't have a lot of low end either, besides the 3 1-drops. So I'm leaning towards Bloodseeker. I've never been too impressed with Zombie Goliath. Um, let's see. I feel like I'm really not gonna like Bloodseeker too much, but I might not get enough 2-drops, so we'll take him. I'm really not sad about missing out on a zombie Goliath. I suppose we could take another Tormented Soul here. We're going to be good on the low-end game. Actually, I'm not even sure if I want the Tormented Soul. I think actually Deathmark is the pick here, since I'm already a little bit removal light. And Deathmark is a fine sideboard card. Possible even main deck card, since I'm not playing either of those. This one's between Ring Flesh and Fling, and since I already have the Act of Treason, I'm going to pick the Fling. This one's between Fling and Rusted Sentinel. Possibly Consume Spirit, but I need to be going extremely deep black to be doing the Consume Spirit, and I don't feel like I am. I think actually the Rusted Sentinel might be the pick here. Actually, I've got a lot of 4-drop creatures. We're going to take the Fling and hope that we see another Act of Treason in the third pack. This one's more of, what do I least want to go up against? You know, I actually am going to take the Naturalize in case it's possible I splash for it if there's trouble with like mind controls and stuff. I could see myself doing that. You know, I'm very light on removal, so I think I'm going to take the Brink of Disaster here. Not going to main deck it, but if I need to sideboard it, I will. Very few circumstances that I would see myself doing that, but it's possible. We need some more bomby creatures. Our late game is very unimpressive. That's a very late Scepter of Empires, which we will gladly take. Get some more Bloodthirst activation, which I actually feel like we have plenty of Bloodthirst activation now. I may be main decking this Deathmark. I'm not sure yet. Cool. Well, we opened a Sorin Markov, which is definitely a bomby card. So it's not, you know, it's not exactly what we were looking for, but we're happy to take a Sorin Markov. I think that's a fine card. And hopefully table maybe a Fire Slinger. I'm not sure if I'll play multiple Scepter of Empires. I suppose it's possible. It'd be nice to table the Devouring Swarm. Not sure if that's going to happen. Okay. This is an interesting pack here. I'm thinking that I actually like Chandra's Phoenix. I've played it before and I liked it, but I think we could actually use some more removal. And I value Chandra's Outrage more than I value Sorin's Thirst. So I think actually the Chandra's Outrage is the pick here. Yeah. Okay. So we've got a couple choices here. It's really between the Warpath Ghoul and the Reassembling Skeleton. Now, if I think that I am going to get a Devouring Swarm from this pack, I actually think that the Reassembling Skeleton is the better pick. Warpath Ghoul is a better aggressive vanilla card, but I think actually the Reassembling Skeleton is better. So I'm going to pick that. Hopefully we pick up a... there's a couple cards that we're hoping to pick up here. Devouring Swarm being one of them. Another one that we're hoping for is another Act of Treason, because we have the two Flings. Blood Rage Vampire looks good here. Give us another Bloodthirst creature, which we're actually a little bit short on. Just between the Minotaur, the Outcast, and the Stormblood, this is a nice addition to our Bloodthirst. And we don't need another. I don't think we need another one drop. I mean, it wouldn't hurt, but it's nice to have another bloodthirster who's fulfilling a nice part of our curve. Okay. Um, Here I think we're good picking a Dusk Hunter bat. This opens us up for some very nice bloodthirst curves. The other pick would be the Crown of Empires, but I think Dusk Hunter is better in this situation. Well, we could pick up a third Gravedigger, and I'm not sure I have any problem with that. It's either that or the Warpath Ghoul, and I think I actually like the Gravedigger more. Okay. Well, I think we just pick up another Chandra's Outrage here. It's a fine card, and having three of them is going to be very good for us. Um, do I pick up another Slaughter Cry, or do I pick up the possible? I could possibly see myself sighting in Tectonic Rift. Um, so I think I'll take that. Oh, great! We got the Devouring Swarm. I'm happy that we tabled that. Um, Very good with reassembling skeleton, and it's an evasive creature. It's just good for us. Wow, got another Soren's Thirst too. Our removal suit has got significantly better. We have a very I feel like wow, an Anno Warpath Ghoul. I feel like our deck has a very good balance of creatures and removal. So we can start hiding stuff. I'm probably not going to main deck the Slaughter Cry. I don't think I'm going to main deck the. I'm probably not even going to play the Bloodseeker. Um, I don't need to play Fiery Hellhound. That's not necessary. We can hide one of these flings. So that's 27. We'll take a Fog here. We'll hide the Tectonic Rift. I don't see myself main decking that. So this deck looks pretty good. I think. I think this deck looks pretty good. We'll take a Rune Claw Bear. There's gonna be some. I have to make a couple choices on what I want to cut. Thankfully, we have a pretty good amount of Bloodthirst creatures. I think it's like 5. The Bat, Berserker, Vampire, Outcast, Minotaur. Yeah, that's a good amount. I might not play the Crumbling Colossus. He might not be necessary. Although he is good with the 2 flings, but I think I'm only going to play the 1 fling. We'll see. For now, let's just put in what we're definitely playing. Berserker's in. Active Treason, Fling. 3 Outrages is very good. Minotaur is in. Cast Soren Markov. I think we'll probably play the 3 Gravediggers. It's a good value card. Devouring Swarm is in. Reassembling Skeleton. I'm glad we got. I like that we have these little synergies. that makes me feel more comfortable about this deck. We have some good sideboard cards. Deathmark, Circle of Flame, certainly fine sideboard cards. We have a very good removal package. We didn't get any shocks or incinerates, but I'm happy with 3 Chandra's Outrage, 2 Soren's Thirst, Active Treason, Fling, and Royal Assassin. So that gives us space for one more card. Let's see. I'm thinking maybe the Scepter of Empire might be the pick here. Although we have a pretty good amount. The 3, it's really, right now I feel like it's between Warpath Ghoul and Scepter of Empire. Scepter of Empires. We're only running 14 creatures, which is not too many, to be honest. But we have the 3 Gravediggers, which makes me feel a little bit more comfortable with running 14 creatures. So it might be the Scepter over the Warpath Ghoul. They're pretty close, I must say. I have the Sorin, which I want to protect, so maybe the Warpath Ghoul is the better pick. That's actually that's a decision. Do I want to go to 15 creatures? Or do I value the Scepter more? I think because I have the, what is it, 4, or is it, because I have the 5 Bloodthirst creatures, I think I'm actually going to play the Scepter. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything I'm missing, really. We have a pretty good amount of removal. You know, it's not like a ton of removal, but it's enough of very good removal in the 3 outrages that I think this is very good. All right, let's add lands. Let's pile by color first. You know, we have a lot of double red and a lot of double black. I think we're just going to end up playing the best balance that we can, favoring in black's direction because of the reassembling skeleton with the devouring swarm. I want to have access to quite a bit of black, and Sorin's Thirst. So we'll do a balance favoring in terms of black. So 9-8 split. I think that's going to be fine. Yeah, once again, good sideboard cards. Possible splash naturalize if we happen to be getting like dominated by multiple mind controls or just something like that. Yeah, I think that does it. So I will see you round 1.